Okay, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, all the ships at sea. We are back for another week. We're going to talk about what's going on in the Las Vegas market so you kind of get what's going on. Before I start this one off this week, I want to tell everyone happy Thanksgiving, happy Black Friday, and of course, happy Cyber Monday, because I know you're going to be shopping this week and early next week. So let's just go ahead and get into it. I'm going to see if I can make this one short. Of course, if you have any questions, go ahead and display them or at least type them in to the chat, and I'll try to answer them today and see what I can do for you. So let's go ahead and get to it. Second here, let me get my screen up. And let's go ahead and share the screen. We'll just go ahead, go over Ruthie's numbers real quick. What she's showing. Oh, she's added something new this week. High rises. Okay, I'm gonna have to come back to the camera for a sec here. She's added high rises this week. As you know, the stuff down on the strip are high rises, even though they're technically condos. So it's actually under a different category. If anyone's interested in high rises, let me know. It's kind of a little bit of a different game buying and selling high rises because, believe it or not, based on what floor you are, that each floor has a different price point. So a lot of it has to do with views because some people like to be up high and like to be able to see those nice strip views and everything. So those actually go for more money. So according to her, we had 313 for the week, 8 closings, 5 under contract, with none listed. Actually, just like none listed day prior. Okay, condos 346, 21, 11, and 10. Single family 2946, 117, 66, 119, with townhomes being 222 available, 17, 4, and 16 just listed available. Overall, she shows 3827, and she's showing 31 days of inventory, and that's a combination. Those of you who were with me for my monthly update, you got different kind of markets here. You got the condo townhome market, single family, and now she's adding in the high rises. So that is a combination. Last month when we did this, or last week when I did this, we were at 1.1 months for single family homes and about 0.6 months for condos and townhomes. Those suckers are being snapped up like crazy because of the price point. And if you look at last year, we're talking about 131 homes were selling per day. This year, it's 152 per day. And you can see a huge difference in price because it was 347 last year, 410 right now. And leave from that. Going in there, just looking over what's been happening to the prices over the past 12 months. So December last year, median price of a home was 345, 250. And the average price was 454. This month, the median, she's showing 415. That's interesting. And 503, that's a little bit higher than I reported on Thursday. Actually, last week I did the update. So she may have better numbers. We're now in the middle of the month. So she is showing that prices have gone up even more. But she's also including a different little branch of real estate here. She's only looking at Las Vegas, North Las Vegas, Henderson. She's not looking at anything outside of that area. As a matter of fact, when I show my numbers, as I always love to do for you guys, I will just bring it down to that same little thing there. Now, I'm gonna get into this one in a second here. Mortgage rates, they are rising and are continuing to really peak up there. And this is going to affect a lot of things, whether you're a buyer or a seller. If you're a buyer, of course, that means you're going to end up paying a bit more for the house, condo, or townhome, or she put it in there this week, town high rises. For the seller, what this does is affect what the borrower can buy because when they set, let's say someone gets a pre-approval for $400,000. Well, they base that upon a certain interest rate. Well, if that interest rate goes up, their buying power goes down. So you'll have even fewer people in that pool to buy your house. So if you have a, let's say, $500,000 house and you had X number of people who could buy it, you'll have X minus, which means less people competing, which means your house may sit on the market a little bit longer. And the further interest rates go up, worse it's going to be because we're going to have this. I think a good way to put it is people have gotten it into their minds of 3% interest rates, less than 3% interest rates. Even though, a 4% interest rate may be even fine. If you throw a 4% interest rate at some people now, they'll throw it right back at you going, why are you charging me so much when 5 years ago they would have been glad to have it? Well, they're not glad to have it anymore. So let's talk about those rates. And I want to thank Joel again for providing these to me. Oh, here we go. I got a question before I go into the next one. Let's see if I can do this. I always wondered how they did this. Hey, I did it. Yeah. Okay. I'd like to know how difficult it is about condos in Summerlin. One bedroom around 350 to two bedrooms. Okay. We'll go over that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to keep your question in mind here. When time comes, I am actually going to go in and bring up the summer condos in Summerlin so you can kind of see what's in there. Because matter of fact, Mr. G Good or Miss G Good, don't know which one there. I have that's actually one of the things we're going to be covering today. Some of the stuff that's going on in Summerlin because it was actually going to be a big thing. I was going to do a lot of Summerlin stuff today. So we'll narrow down some of the questions you had about condos in Summerlin because you'll see here. Hold on. I'll skip to it, show you. We're going to talk about Summerlin today. So that's cool. Okay, so I want to thank again Joel for giving me this information. And I wanted to kind of put it a little bit different this week where we kind of see the progression. So if you look just at the end of the month, beginning of this month, if you're getting an FHA loan, you had a 640 credit score, you're paying 3.37%. On VA, 3.25. Last month for FHA, it jumped up to 3.75%, with VA jumping up also. Now, VA has calmed back down, but look at where the FHA rates are with a 640 credit score. They're up to 3.875%. That really does affect your interest rates. I mean, not your interest rates, but how much buying power you have. Now, interestingly enough, if you are going for an FHA loan and you happen to have a near perfect credit score, anything above 780 is considered perfect or great. You're looking at only it's the same thing. Same thing for VA. I mean, it's not changing. So even at 740, which is considered good, wow, look, there's barely a change over the month. Uh, everything is the same. Doesn't matter which one it is, it's the same for pretty much everything. It's that 640 level. We haven't even talked about somebody who has a 620 or a 580. Now, yes, you can get a loan with a 580, especially VA. I got lenders who will give you a great rate for VA at 580. So if you have VA and you're at 580, you got some good words there. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring it back to me for just a sec here. And we're going to go and show our work. here. Make that a little bit bigger so people can see it. So if you look, going to look over the last 7 days since we did this 7 days ago. There are 779 new listings on the market, 229 back on market with price decreases of 337. We're all that's quite a few price decreases, price increases, which I said I never understand. 116 under contract, 379 and 907 respectively, and we have 1078 sold. So whoa, look at that. More have sold by almost 300 than new, which means we have fewer houses on the market to compete with. Okay. Expires at 45. We talked about that. Least, I'm not going to go into that one again about the zero. I've done it for about a month straight. So hopefully people got that one by now. Uh, Withdrawn and conditional withdrawn. I've go over that a few and got 72 coming to market. So let's go in here and let's see. Boom. Get an get some examples of what has come to market. So here's a single family, 425. Let me see what she looks like. It's out in Summerlin. Oh, look at this in Pueblos. Okay, not bad, not bad. Looks like a little older home. Let me see. Let me go protect privacy here and go back to myself so I can read out what she is. It's built in 1994, so it's um an older home. I mean, it's about 25 years old or so. Actually, older. Let's see here. Two and a half bath, four bedroom, 2162 square feet on a 30 Edgeworth 4356 lot. Anything special about it? Brand new wood, pool size lot, no pool. Okay, that's about it on it. Let's go on back here. See what else we got that's looking good for you guys. Let's look see if we can get a condo in here. Okay, got a 135 condo. Let's see what we get for this $135,000 condo. Okay. Okay. I mean, for 135, you're not going to really beat that too much. Oops, what we got there? A little bit of damage. Not sure what that is on the wall. Okay. This isn't bad. Oh my goodness. Get a garage with this one. So let's get into the particulars. Want to protect privacy here. Let's see here. So this one is a hmm, so one bedroom, one bath. So that 135 is getting you a one bedroom, one bath. Interesting. It says it doesn't have a garage. They showed a picture of a garage. That's interesting. It's 724 square feet. Okay. Now here's where you get killed on condos. HOA, $230 a month. So if you were looking for a place that a house without an HOA, that HOA, I mean, the difference, that 230, that's like 60, $70,000. So you could have a 210,000 dollar house in certain parts of town if you can find it still. There aren't that many. Matter of fact, since I don't open my mouth, I probably need to go in there and show you what you get for that price. But that's what you're getting right now for I don't have to protect privacy right now. Let's see here. Okay, so let's do a quick search since I've mentioned it. Let's go in and do what is the cheapest house you can get. Let's see what we can get for that 210 or so. So, single family. We're not going to worry about prices. I am going to limit this to Southern Nevada. I got this zoomed in so much here. On here. Let's go take a look and see what we get. Now, let's limit this down to the Las Vegas area because you can see we got all up in Pahrump and everything else. So we're boom, Vegas bound. Here we go. Get rid of Boulder City and boom, let's go. So just so you know, there are 2978 houses right now in Las Vegas. And something ain't right here. Come on, it's gotta be more than that. Okay, there we go. Right now, the cheapest house is $145,000 for, see, it's 1,071 square feet, 4 bedroom, 2 bath, built in 1964. Okay, I can't wait to see this. What do we get? And that's what you get. Handyman special. And you can't get in it. Let's see if I can get some notes here. Let's go to privacy. Hello. It looks like it's been on the market for a good. Nope, it's only been on the market 12 days. It's hmm, you can actually get in it. They just don't have any pictures inside. You can only use cash with this one. Go figure. This is why I hide stuff. Oh, this is a probate. So this is going to have to go through probate court, and maybe we'll talk about. Okay, so you're interested in affinity condos close to Red Rock. I'll see if I can find those. And we are. Let's see here. Okay. Yep, it's a probate. Don't know what it's like inside. Just says lots of potential homes boarded up. Okay, we can stop this privacy for a second. And let's see here. I said about 200, about 210, 220. Let's see what we can get for 220. So we're looking, oh my goodness, 756 square feet, 2 bedroom, 1 bath, built in 1947. And actually, I kind of like it. I actually think that has potential. Oh, that has real potential. Look at that. It's been flipped. This is a flipped house. Somebody came in here and did a real good job. Yeah, that's a cute little house, as my wife would say. It's small, but it's cute. 2 bedroom, 1 bath, like growing up in the South again, you know. Let's see here. Dylan, we got a 4 bedroom, 1 bath in 1962. Okay. Okay. Enough of houses in that price range. Let's see if we can get that median in here. Check one or two of them out. So we're looking for that 410 range. Looks like a lot of houses under 410. Got some potential here. Okay, we're entering that 410 range. What we get here? So we got a 3 bedroom, 2 bath with the two-car garage built in 1983. Single story, not bad. Plenty of people would like to have that. Sweetness. Okay, let's get another example in. Let's get a nice two-story in here. 1972 on the square footage. 3 bedroom, 3 bath, two-car garage. 91. What we get? Okay. I'd buy that for 410. Yes. Yes, yes. That's not too bad. That's not too shabby. Let's see what we get for the average price, right at around 500. Okay, Red Rock Canyon. Okay. When I get to the Summerlin stuff. So this is a good enough example. Let's see here. 250643 with a one car garage. Interesting. It's got a pool. Possibly has been flipped. See, new pea gravel. Yeah, this has been a flipped house here. Okay. That's what you get. Let's see here. How long has that sucker been on market? Just got on market. So we'll see how it sells. Okay, so let's go ahead. I think I hopefully have covered enough for you guys to kind of see where the market is and to, of course, show my work. Love to do that. And now we're going to get to Summerlin, and hopefully we'll have enough time to get to G Good's question here. So just want to talk about Summerlin a little bit. Summerlin is the first master plan, was one of the master plan communities here in the Las Vegas area, and it is one of the preferred spots. No matter what, everyone always says, "I want a house with this, this, and this," and cannot find it in Summerlin, which tells me a lot of people want to live in Summerlin. Uh, so Summerlin, the main master folks is the Hughes Corporation. For those who don't know what the Hughes Corporation is, you ever heard of Howard Hughes? He bought up a bunch of land out in the empty desert way back in the days. He used to live in one of the casinos. He was like one of the first super rich people in America, and became a germaphobe and walked around with like tissue boxes on his feet and stuff. But yeah, so right now Summerlin has about 100,000 residents. It's a master plan community. So you've got parks, trails, community centers, uh, shopping, everything. That's why everyone wants to live out in Summerlin. Buyer demand has always been strong in the Summerlin area, and this is kind of what it's like. You see this outline area here that's on this map that they so kindly provided me. This is Summerlin, and there's still some undeveloped parts of Summerlin, so there's still going to be more housing coming in the future. It's just that it's going up. So let's see here. There's plenty of room still. Let's see here. I'm just reading through the notes I have here, aka the highlights. Yeah, so they only release a certain amount. They want to keep that value up and keep you paying some high prices. Here's the part: the homeowner association. Bigger here, in case you guys can't see it. The homeowner associations. That's a big deal here in Las Vegas. About 70% of all homes have a homeowners association. I know I'll get a lot of times people go like, "Hey, I don't want an HOA, nobody poking into my business and everything." Well, it's something that you may have to deal with purely because they exist and the majority of homes are in a homeowners association. And in a place like Summerlin, that's a master plan community, every place in Summerlin has a homeowners association. So don't go, I want to go to move into Summerlin or Green Valley Ranch or Aliante or any of these other master plan communities and have a home without a homeowners association. It's not going to happen. The big thing in the master plan communities is you have two homeowners associations minimum, minimum, not one like every other place. You have two. You've got the HOA that you're actually in for the community you're in, and you have the Summerlin Homeowners Association. So you have the Summerlin HOA, the Summerlin North HOA, Summerlin South HOA, all these places. And as a buyer, it's not as big of a deal to you. Where it's a big deal is to the seller because they have to pay for the HOA package and now they got to buy two. Now, I said a minimum of two. Some communities are nestled within other communities. So they have to have the HOA for the interior community for the outside community for Summerlin, which means you got to have three. I haven't heard anybody having more than three, but uh, the HOA packages are when there's a home sale. That's one of the ways the HOA makes money. So there is a big power grab, aka they want your money. So you could easily top $1,500 as a seller in Summerlin. Most places HOA packages, 250 or something like that, plus what they call demands. Uh, Again, as a buyer, you don't have to worry about this, even though some sellers may try to get you to pay it. It is actually in the law, what they call NRS, Nevada Revised Statutes, that you cannot pay for this. It must be paid by the seller, or the seller's agent can do it. Uh, Especially in this day and age when they're walking away with hundreds of thousands of dollars. I don't see why people are balking when they got hundreds of thousands in their pocket, but they do. Now, yeah, there's lots of rules, but thing is, with the rules come stability and order. Uh, Stability and order, yeah. Uh, they keep the places clean. Sometimes it could be like, if any of you know the reference, they can make the trains run on time, AKA Mussolini. But yeah, if you look at the parts of town where they don't have HOAs, as they start aging and get into that 20, 30-year mark, you can see the deterioration and the rot, where you don't see it in the places with the HOA because things are a bit better. Oh, they're talking about that then. Let's see. Talk about him. First community was Sun City Summerlin. I'm not going to get as deep into that. I'll save talking about Sun Cities a little bit later in another broadcast. Yep, Summerlin was one of the top master plan communities from 92 to 95 and 97 to '03. And they boast 150 miles of trails, numerous parks, and other amenities. And trust me, everyone wants to live in Summerlin because Summerlin is the jam. Everyone loves it. Okay, so I am going to go back, kind of a little bit of a prove my work kind of thing, because G Good asked some questions about condos. So let's go do a condo search in Summerlin. Will satisfy what you're looking for. So first of all, we're going to look, make sure it's active. Love to show my work. We're looking for condos. Now, if you're still on here, uh, indicate whether you want to know about just condos or condos and townhomes. A lot of times a condo looks like a townhome. The difference in a condo and a townhome is the way ownership is spread and stuff like that, and what's covered and stuff. So sometimes a townhome, something that looks like a townhome, maybe a condo. So as long as it's not stacked on top of each other, now that is a true condo. It can't be a townhome. But some of these places where it looks like little houses and everything, may be condos, or they could be townhomes. And I'll get into that if you really want me to. So for now, I'm going to assume you really do mean condominiums, G Good. So let's go on into that. I don't have what you want for the size, but let's go into, we're going to pull out just the Summerlin ones. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I think I had it highlighted there that let's see here. I'll even put Sun City Summerlin in, even though they really have townhomes. Ouch. There aren't many condos right now. There are 17 condos in all of Summerlin right now. So let's see here where they're at, first of all. Okay, and yep. And let's look at the results so you can see what the prices are. Let's start from the bottom to the top. So right now, the least expensive, I don't want to say cheap, uh, condo in Summerlin is 1,000 square feet, two bedroom, two bath. Let's take a look at some pictures. And I'll look at Red Rock in a second here. I just want to start with Summerlin. So this is what you're getting. And we go hide for privacy for just a second. Well, you know what? I just did all of that, showed you everything, and I wasn't showing my screen. I apologize. Let me go back so I can show you what I thought I was showing you. So I'm showing you active condominiums. I got it for the Summerlin area. Let's go back and look at the pictures I thought everyone was looking at. Boom, boom. So not bad. Okay, and like I said, 209,999, 1,009 square feet, 2 bedroom, 2 bath. Now I'm going to hide so I can get to the other information. Reason I hide this is there's all kinds of stuff that is on this version. That's a realtor version. There's no way for me to show you a I don't know what you call it, a non-realtor version because it has like one of them when I brought it up, it actually had like alarm codes. They'll have like the codes to like open the door and stuff like that. That's why I hide that. And it'll have like some of them that are occupied will have the owner's like name and phone number. Those are things don't want you to just have. But on this one, the association fee is 195, and that's interesting. It does not show a master plan fee, which there should be one, and it does say it's at Summerlin, so I don't know why there's no master plan fee. So let's look at another condo. So let's look at this one. Oh, much bigger, 1263, 22, and a garage, and it's newer. 279,900. Okay. Well, looks like there's some work there. Finish the rest here. See if there's something that really jumps out. Okay, you said both. Okay, I'll come back and do the townhome in a second here. And you wanted to, you said around 350. So I'm just going to go to the 350 one since there's already one there. So it's a hmm, smallest of them all. 830 square feet, 1 bedroom, 2 bath, 2 car garage. Interesting. But this is a brand new place here. This is luxury. Okay. It's a luxury place. So definitely must be newer. Let's see here. Yeah, it was just built. That's why. And you mentioned something about 400. So let's look at that area. That is huge. Built in 1999, 1686, 2, and 1. That is nice. And hide for a second here just so I can get the HOA on it. The HOA on this one is $375 a month. And it does have the master plan. So the other one may not just agent didn't put it in. $50 a month. So your total cost per month for HOA is $425, which means technically on this house that's or condo that's 400,000, you could have a $500,000 house in other parts of town. So for the same payment, you could have half a million. So let's go on back here. Change this criteria. Show my work, of course. And we're gonna go to townhomes. You got a lot more townhomes. So let's see where they're at. All over again. Seem to be concentrated around the same area that the condos were. Uh, 299, 900 is the cheapest. 1021, 2, and 2. So you get a two-car garage with this one. And I can tell just by looking at it, this is Sun City. Reason I can tell is Sun City is one of the few places in town where you have a mailbox of all things. Most places here in Vegas, you do not get a mailbox. You have the mailbox at the end of the street. In Sun City, they have them right there in front of your house. Let me see. I'm gonna hide this for a sec and double check, see if I'm correct. Sun City. So going back. So let's just look at it again. So now townhomes don't have to be two-story like they are in some cities. Here, they can also be one story as long as they're connected to another unit. And again, the difference between townhomes, homes, and single family homes and condos has to do a lot with the ownership and what you actually own. And believe it or not, there are some single family homes here in Las Vegas that are connected to other houses, but because of the way the ownership is they're single family homes. I've only really seen 1 or 2 places like that. The majority are townhomes and occasionally a condo. So let's see here, looking at that 350 level, see what we get here. That looks like Sun City also. Okay, let's see in that 400 range. We'll go here a little bit less at the 389. Sun City. I think we got a little theme going on here. The townhomes are in Sun City. I got to be proven wrong. Love to be proven wrong. Love it, love it, love it. That okay, that is a nice looking condo townhome. So, I mean, that could easily have been called a home here because of the size and everything else. Just that it's the ownership of it. Okay, let's see if I can find one in Red Rock. Go there. I'm gonna do myself let's see here. So just making sure, I'm assuming you mean Red Rock Country Club. So we're gonna go there. There are no townhomes in Red Rock Country Club and no condominiums. Oh, you said now wait a minute. You said Red Rock. Do you mean Red Rock Canyon? Let's just take that out and just see what we get for condos and townhomes. There's only Red Rock Country Club, but let's see what's in possible Canyon area here. So this is the closest on this side here. Let's see what this is. And I'm gonna have to hide myself for a second. Okay, this is Coronado, and it's 405,000. Two bedroom, two bath. So I can get these pictures for you without displaying anything that's private. So that I'm not sure if that's the area you're looking for. So just showing you what this one looks like. 405. And it's a condo. Okay. Did I satisfy your questions or do you have any other questions? While you're doing that, I'll go ahead and finish up what I was going to cover. And it was a quick little subject. Actually, I've gone a little bit longer than I expected. Uh, I was talking to somebody tonight and affinity comp close to Red. Well, let me see if I can find Affinity Condos. If they're a new one, I may send you something offline after this, after I look them up for you. Does that sound good? If I can't find them while I'm on here. So, I had someone talk to me today. They wanted to find a place where they could get some closing costs. And I've covered this before, and I just wanted to go over it briefly. And this is one where I think the person may get closing costs. Usually, I say uh, when you're looking at a place you're trying to get closing costs, especially now, you have to look at kind of like what the owner's in, who the owner is, what they're into. Now, the reason I believe this person can get it is because it's a corporate. It's open. It's OfferPad. They're a corporation. All they think are dollars and cents. So then I had to look at what they put into the house. So I looked here. I went to the since I'm running lower on time than I expected. I was going to go into a lesson on how certain taxes are computed because it does make a difference. But when I looked, oh, where is it? They paid 225 for it. They're asking 234. See, that's tight. So let's just use a little bit of math here and just see. So they're asking 234. Make sure 234.9. Let's call it what it is, 235. Now they're paying 2.5% commission. I don't mind, on how much commissions are because the NAR has voted to let you know anyway. So you're paying, which means, whoops, their cost to sell for the commission. They don't have commission on their side because it's corporation, which means they got 229 to play with now. Well, they got closing cost. Now, that RPTT, which is like part of it that I wanted to kind of get into with you, which is the transfer tax, they've got to pay that. And traditionally, they've got to pay your title fees. You pay the bank's title fees. So they're looking at everything all in. Their closing costs are going to be about $2,500. So I subtract out 2,500. I'll go deeper into closing cost again. I had a show on it. If you want to see it, go back and look. They bought it for 225. So to buy it, they had to really it was very minimum closing cost as a buyer if you're not because you don't have a bank's you don't have to pay for the bank's title. I'd say they probably spent 2 grand, which means right now, if they sell it, they'll break even at that price. They will break even at that price. So I got more curious. I'm not gonna go into it and show it to you. I know I love to show my work. They purchased this house in September for 225. Earlier this year, the owner tried to sell it to a realtor and expired. No go. Nobody bought it for 199. They were able to sell it for 225 in September to Open Door. I mean, OfferPad. Who was it? OfferPad. This is what I've been telling you folks. These cash buyers, it's hard to know what their game is, but it's nuts, man. It's nuts. They're not even making their money back by selling it at the price that they asked for. And it's been under escrow 3 times since they listed it in October. Why is it coming in and out of escrow? So I got to go look at that. So they may just want to cut their bait and run. They're not making the money. I can get a couple of thousand in closing costs for my buyer, is good, and they get out. So maybe they'll be happy just to get out of it. This is kind of like why Zillow had to cut and run. This is what they were doing. They were losing money on every house. We haven't even talked about if they put anything into it. Uh, Anybody want me to go into, like, really go deep and see, like, look at pictures and see if they put any money into it? I'm only going to give you a second or two to answer. Okay, because this is run kind of long for a live stream. Want to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. If you have not subscribed, I'd love for you to subscribe. If you have, if you could hit that like button, because that's how the YouTube algorithm works. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and I'll try to answer them next week. And thank you. I enjoyed your time here, also, Mr. Black. So, like I said, I'm always here to answer your questions. I just do this because I want to help folks out. Okay, y'all. So I'm going to end it right now. And I'm going to, because there is a time delay of about 20 to sometimes 30 seconds, I'm going to wait about 1 minute before I end it. And we're going to just kind of call this the end while I wait and just jog around a second while people are saying thank you and okay and stuff like that. Because if somebody has a question, I don't want them to lose it. Got about 20 seconds left to go. Oh, and I am going to probably start an office hour thing. It's something I saw that somebody was doing. I said, like, hey, that's kind of interesting. So it's not a live stream, but it'll be I'll probably set up a weekly Zoom, and it'll be time for you to just get on, talk to me, not recorded or anything, ask any questions that you want. It'll be like one of those little chill things. I'm sitting around with my baby Yoda glass, drinking my water. I'm perched and figuring out what you guys need. So I'm probably going to start that after Thanksgiving. I may wait until next year, January to do it, and I'll get some things because I can't lie. Even though this camera may look a little good, this isn't as good as I like it. I have a better camera, and I don't have any battery for it because the little battery charger died, and I contacted manufacturer for a new battery charger, under warranty, and they said they'd send it out, and it never arrived. Go figure. Thank you, Canon. Thank you. So hopefully I'll have everything. I hope sound is better this week than it was before. I had I switched over to a new sound source. It only seems to act up when I'm doing a live stream for the first 2 minutes. After that, it's perfect, but I don't want people just jumping off. So I went back to my old source, and nobody's asked any questions other than thank you. And thank you for those who have responded. I will see you all probably next week. I don't know if I'm going to take the weekend off or not, but I do love to keep this up because in Las Vegas, the real estate market never stops, and neither do I. See you guys later.